Yo, what up, guys? Beside here with a champion guide or champion spotlight for a Dwarves faction champion who I obtained in December 2023 as part of the raid heroes part or one of those their events that they do, and they gave us this legendary champion, but we had to work hard for it all the way to the end of the leaderboard to actually get him right here. His name is Tormin the Cold. He was released years ago back then in raid as part of those December Christmas themed, holiday themed fusion champions, and he is definitely one that a lot of people got over the years, and he's been showcasing his skills in the arena. And in this video I want to finally take a look at him because I obtained him in December, and this is the month of March. I want to test him out and begin to add him to my teams to create a better understanding for newer players coming in how to use this champion in the early game or the end game. You'll find this video useful. I'll be testing out some battles also, especially in the arena where he shines. So off the bat, this champion is known for his passive. I don't own him all this time, but I've been seeing him make use of this passive by freezing 2 or 3 of my enemies, of my allied teams. If I place my arbiter increase Tormeter field or place any buffs on my allies, he just freezes everybody. Freezes my damage dealer, freezes the arbiter herself. So this is the passive that makes that happen. If he has a 20% chance of placing the freeze, if you boost the Tormeter or if you feel your if you put buffs on your allies. So it's a 30% chance when you spend books on this passive, and it's totally worth booking. All these other skills are kind of optional. I think it's the A1 and this passive that are most impactful in battles, but I'll tell you right now on the A1 why it's most impactful, because it has a 25% chance of placing freeze on an A1. This A1 can be repeatedly used even when it's not his turn. If the enemies have HP burn and freeze and the HP burn just ticks, he uses the A1. HP burn ticks, he uses his A1 even if it's not his turn. So you probably want to pair Torment with somebody who places HP burn on the enemies. If you can make that happen, he will always use this A1 repeatedly even when it's not his turn. That's it right here. Instantly activates this skill whenever an enemy under both freeze and HP burn debuff takes damage from the HP burn. So I don't think I'll be able to make this happen. Even if I have Mordecai, Cisia, Flame Tongue, I don't think I have a slot for my team for HP burn champion just for this skill. But you might build a team that relies on HP burn so Torment can repeatedly use this A1. That will be fun to watch. All right, for this A2, it's a skill that will target one enemy, remove all the buffs they have, and then attacks them. Right, it steals, right? Yeah, if they have a freeze, it will steal it instead. Will ignore defense if the target is under both freeze and HP burn. He can be a damage dealer. Yes, I've seen some people build Torment in damage build, but it will all depend on you, whether you don't have a damage dealer on your team or you build a hybrid build. It depends on how many stats you have on this champion, whether you can squeeze crit damage on him to be doing damage either with this skill or not. Some people just forget about damage on him and just go full survival mode and hard to kill tanky. Depends on your build. I'll show you my build and why I built it that way. On the A3, this champion will attack all enemies. He has who plays block, buff, debuff, and 100% heal reduction on the condition that the enemies are under freeze. On enemies under freeze, yes. It has a 30% chance of placing provoke debuff if they are not under freeze. So I normally see this skill as a chance to provoke the enemies than a chance to freeze them. If I wanted to freeze them, I'd probably go in with the A1. And so this skill doesn't freeze them. Instead, if they are already frozen, you go in with this skill and place block, buff, debuff on them and heal reduction so they don't get healed to full again. So that's a useful skill, but you would rely on it mostly for the A1s. I mean for the provoke part of it right here, which I'll use in dungeon content, which you can control the waves. So it's not just an arena champion. This skill can help you control the enemy waves in any content that you come across, whether it's dragon, fire knight, anywhere. He can control the enemies with this provoke. He will take all that damage and retaliate if you have some retaliation set on him. On his aura, he has an increased allied defense in all battles by 33%. This champion can be in the leader slot, not in clan boss, because I've never seen a Torment being used in the demon lord or in the hydra. Even if he has a provoke he can use in the hydra, he doesn't belong in those type of content. He belongs in wave content. That's what I see. Against bosses, he doesn't do well, just to be honest. All right, let's see how I built my Torment the Cold, and let's test him out in some battle. I'll tell you right now, since he relies a lot on freeze, I just put accuracy on him. That's the only thing I concentrated on. And to get accuracy in raid these days, the best artifact set you need is probably perception. If you're super early, you want to go with that accuracy set if you've not started getting good perception yet. So Torment just needs accuracy. Now when you have the accuracy requirement that you need, you can now begin to focus on other things such as speed, such as resistance, such as defense, HP, and all that. Crit damage. It all depends on how you want to use him. After I got my accuracy requirement of about 500 accuracy for a arena type of build, for dungeon content, you obviously don't need this high amount of accuracy. 300, 250 will be enough for dungeon 25, I think, or hard mode. So that's it right here. I just wanted to get up to 500 for arena content, and then I focused a lot more on speed, and you see me putting speed, some speed, and crit rate, crit damage. Yes, I did hit crit rate with this glove. If I'm dying too soon or I don't like this damage build or crit build, I will change this crit glove into a HP or defense. If my accuracy is too high, then I'm dying too fast in PvE content, I might change this accuracy chest to a HP or defense. So if you want more sustain, switch out these two to HP or defense instead of crit and accuracy like I did on my build. I just did this to help me hit 100% crit and help me hit 500 accuracy. And now since I went accuracy on the chest, check out the banner is also accuracy. That's how you get up to 500 accuracy, which is on the high side, I think. And then check out the accessories I used on him. You see that they are all revenge, which you can get from the what do you call it? One of those content in raid where you buy with your those things that reset every week, I think. Bazaar. No, it's not the bazaar. But you know what I'm saying? You had to buy the revenge from. We've been buying it since an early game. It will make Torment use his A1 a lot. 5% chance to counter attack on this, 5% chance to counter attack, 5% chance to counter attack. That's a 15% chance that Torment will counter attack when he gets hit. You'll see it in battle, it will apply. So it doesn't mean that it's coming from his mastery. It's not coming from his artifacts. That's also an artifact set some people might put on him, a counter attack artifact set if you don't want to go perception, because you want him using that A1 to freeze the enemies consistently. So counter attack Torment is also viable. I went with accessories for my counter attack instead. So what other artifact set might some people use on Torment if you're not super early game? I've seen protection Torment, I've seen stone skin Torment. In the end game, even guardian set, people can use different things on their Torment, but damage Torments are hard to see, except some people just want to catch you off guard. They put damage Torment in there with some savage or cruel set, but I don't intend to build in for that content yet. I have enough damage dealers to use this set on, so you can do it. Defensive based champion dealer, the damage dealer, yes, his damage is based on defense, high defense and some crits. See what he can do for your team. All right, now that you've seen what I put on him, yes, I did put polymorph on him because he has enough accuracy to land the ship. His blessing is not high enough on my account, right? Just 1 star, so no problem. Yeah, 1 star. So when I get it higher, I might change his blessing. For now, since his arena ship everywhere, let him be one of these champions that is helping me play ship if it's possible. For masteries, I went with these masteries that will boost his chance of placing that freeze on the A1 and also on the passive by an extra 5%. It's a small chance, but it's going to help me place that freeze more in content than just that small 30 or 25% that it currently is right here. So that's the fearsome present. You can go to the support tree right here. Check out El Hate's website if you want to see an offense masteries for Torment. For now, he's not going to be an offense champion for me. I just want to be freezing enemies sometimes in the wave, in the arena when they get a turn. Whenever I see an arbiter, I just put Torment in there and let arbiter freeze our enemies, fellow allies. All right, that's his build. That's what this masteries will help me do, not for damage. I'll pair him with a damage dealer. It's time for us to test Torment out. Have I shown you my total stats for this champion? There it is. I didn't go up to like 70, 80k HP, so he will probably die a lot faster in the arena, no problem. But he has that revive, right? He will bring himself back to life and 100% HP, but he will be frozen when he comes back to life. A little bit above 3k defense and not even up to 250 speed right here, but it works. That's the crit rate I was talking about. And no, I did not focus on crit damage, but there it is. I think my amulet is crit damage amulet. That's where I'm getting all this crit damage from. Accuracy, like I said, above 500 is what I was aiming for, and I reached it. It's time for us to get into some content and test this champion skills in battle. I'll test him out in the dragon first of all, so we can get a better understanding of how it works. I put together this sample team. You're looking right. They're all liabilities. They are most likely will die if they get hit. Most of them have trash gear and all that stuff. But Tormin is just here to see, can I keep them alive? That's what I'm trying to see, because his role in this team is freeze, provoke. Don't let my allies get hit. Whether by, well, not by the dragon will hit us, but maybe by the enemy waves, Tormin will try not to allow us get hit. Let's try the battle before I go into the arena and show off that main content. Let's just get an understanding of how it works. Hopefully we don't stun them. Tormin is starting the battle with the provoke. Yes, that's the A3, right? I didn't know it was gonna freeze, provoke everybody. This is not 100% chance of placing provoke. It's like a 60% chance, but sometimes it's going to provoke 3, sometimes it provoke 2. This time around, it provoked the entire enemy waves. Guess what happens? If they hit Tormin, which they will eventually do, he will most likely proc that counter attack and counter with the A1. Let's watch that happen. Like I said, all these champions are not built for damage. I'll test only this first wave. I'll not go all the way to the boss, because Tormin doesn't help against bosses. I just wanted to test him out in wave content so you can have an idea that this champion will also help you in dungeons, wave content, not just arena. Now that he's stunned, he's not going to go with this A2 because there's no buff out there to be stolen. So let's go in with the A1 and freeze. So 2 out of 5 got frozen, which is still a good chance right here. I'm looking for that counter attack. That's it right here. Counter-attack masteries on Tormin is huge. He just froze another person again. So that's what I was thinking when I build this champion like this. I want that counter-attack to be broken, and I also want him to be able to control this wave so my allies don't take any damage. Has somebody taken damage right here? I think one person has. But we are fully safe right here. He's not healing. We don't have a healer. He doesn't have any way to keep himself alive, but he's just here to make sure freeze them again. We didn't land a freeze this time around. So with the help of Tormin, this wave can be cleared. Nobody is doing damage else. Would have taken them. And I'm using only the A1s on these allies so we can see. Tormin freeze. Everybody's frozen again. Come on. So you can have no excuse why you can't beat Dragon 15, 16, 17, all the way to 20 and all the way to 25, or even hard mode with the help of Tormin controlling the waves. Now you have to figure out a way to deal with the boss when you get to the dragon boss, because Tormin doesn't help you in that content. That's what I wanted to showcase first of all. This is also the same way in Doom Tower. Doom Tower waves are super annoying. Some stuns, some people just one-shot you. A lot of block revive champions over there, some Sifis. Freeze them. Provoke them. Tormin is going to be awesome for that content. I can't wait to test him out, although I've finished Doom Tower, so it's not a problem. I can't wait to also test him with City of Centranos. I think that's where I'm even going to enjoy him more than the arena. Let's head into the arena and see some battles that we can fight with the help of Tormin to see if we can freeze Arbitrage, because that's who we are going against, this type of teams. Who is this? Blind Seer? We're trying to freeze champions that will most likely want to place buffs on themselves, and I put together this sample team right here. 2 ways: either you're going first with them or you're going second. Defensive, go second team, which I'm currently blocking right here. So that's looks like a go second team, right? And let's see who dies first. So I'm trying to survive as long as I can and see how many of them I can freeze with the help of Tormin's passive. So now that I'm safe, they just got frozen. That is why I got Tormin in this team right here. They just froze themselves. Damn, so I've been missing out on this. Like I said, it's best against when you're going offense, like I'm the one choosing the enemy's defense. When you see an arbiter that will boost, when you see a bunch of champions that will boost, of course, it won't work against Stone Skin. You have to wait until the Stone Skin fall off before you can begin to do it. And of course, you have to have enough accuracy to make this happen, else the freeze will be resisted. So I'll just wait till my skills till their block damage falls off, I guess, before I can start nuking them. Or do I have to wait? Yes, I think I have to wait. This champion cannot ignore block damage. But you get the point. I might even end this battle, or should we watch it play out? Let's just play this one out and fight another battle with a go first team. All right, let's put it on speed a little bit. They're counter-attacking. Oh, I just used that skill when I was supposed to save it for when their block damage is off. He's gonna freeze himself. Okay, he didn't. Can we go provoke? Or will we go freeze? Let me go provoke and see. I provoked 3 out of 4 of them, which is nice. So when they do hit me, or when that arbiter boosts the automata again, which she will do, she will boost the automata again. There she goes. She did boost the automata, she did place some buffs on them, and then she got frozen. Their main, what's his name, Helicat also got frozen. So that's what Tormin is doing right here. It's time for me to start knocking them down. So this battle ends, starting with what's his face. Ooh, they put a bunch of buffs on themselves. That means it will be hard to now freeze them. Block the buff. I want to kill this champion first. Or do I kill Arbiter first? She will just revive him, right? Oh, they even have 2 revivers. I forgot about that. Then, what's this champion? Blind Seer? Whenever you come against a champion that you are not used to, it's hard to know how to deal with them. All right, now she's dead. I have to kill the second reviver. So with a team like this, with a go second team like this, it's all about being patient enough to slowly but surely nuke them down. Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, but I just wanted to go second and win this battle. 1 sec. All right, let's end this battle. See if we can go first and still win with the tournament. This champion keeps placing block debuff buff on them. Hopefully she doesn't make this battle go longer by reviving the arbiter. No, she's dead, right? Oh, she survived it. Okay, she can't revive yet. Now you don't want to go with freeze against a champion that is always cleansing or placing block debuff buff. That's annoying. A1 freeze right here on the what's his face, UDK. Block damage. So I have to wait 2 turns again before I kill him. Damn. Hopefully it doesn't use A1s to kill me. I have my Duchess to do the revives, so no problem. Let me just put it on auto. Time to kill UDK. It doesn't matter whether the battle is long or not, as long as it's 100% successful. Sometimes that's all you need, especially in live arena where you just see the champion is going with some arbiters and some speed champions. When they see a torment, they like to ban the torment because they know if they don't ban the torment, they will get frozen if they are going first, if they are going speed. So that's one pick that I might hold on to and hold on and wait till almost the end. Select torment and see if that throws them off a little bit. All right, that's the go second team, as they call it, against a speed team that will probably do a bunch of buffs. It will obviously work against this team too. That's if a man-eater doesn't block the buff. So let me go against that team with a go first team. Let me try that. But not the go second team this round. This go first team does have the arbiter going first and trying to nuke them down. If their buff, I help to remove their buffs with my Lady Kimi. She tried though. She tried. What's her name? Valkyrie? I forget that champion name. She tried to boost herself because whenever we buff ourselves, she also gets a Tormita feel. By getting a Tormita, she froze herself. That was nice to watch. I'll save my skill that can remove their buffs in case of this man-eater gets a turn. I'll go with the provoke. I got it. So Tormin is the MVP right here in this team. As you can see, he started with the passive freeze, and then it goes in with the provoke right here. 100% safe run right here, so I can finally get a turn and nuke them the way it's supposed to be. So going first, You can just put Torment as a condition that whenever I see, especially a Valkyrie, I think it works well against a Valkyrie or anybody else that does a buff, a Tormentor feel. That's what the two things I always look out for. All right, I think I'll end it right here. I just wanted to showcase this little way I will start using my Torment, and whenever I go to the arena right now and I find a team that I know will buff themselves like this, I'll probably go in with that Torment team I'm against this first team. Whenever I see an Abita and all that stuff, I know there's a Stone Skin Gaius, but I guess I'll look for a way to slot in Torment into this go second team right here. It pulls the bombs on me, I cleanse it. So problem solved. Or I just start the battle with my Duchess. All right, that's my Torment guide right here. Let me know in the comments how you built your Torment, how you're enjoying him, how you use him, in what type of content. For now, I built him for that purpose of, you know, freezing the enemies when they do those two conditions, Tormentor feel and buffing. For now, not a damage build, but that's how I'm gonna use him. This build will improve with time, and we'll find bigger ways or better ways that Torment can help us improve our team. Remember that placing freeze on the enemies reduces the amount of damage you can do to them, so you might want to pair Torment with this other freeze champion. There are champions in raid who benefit from when there is freeze on the enemies, like this champion. What's his name now? Yakal the Scourge. So they can do damage based on more freeze that is on the enemies, or even this champion Supreme Aether can do damage even more when there's freeze on the enemies. So consider that when you're building your arena teams and you're freezing the enemies with passive freeze from Torment. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one. Also, suggest a champion I should take a look at next and bring out a powerful guard like this for you guys. Later guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.